Hello, everybody. It is another edition of HSN Gets Crafty with yours truly, Suzanne. How are you? Can you believe it? Like, we're here again. I'm very excited. Thanks for joining me. If you're a first timer and you've never seen the show before, it is all about sharing creativity. You guys are the heart and soul of the show. I love comments. I have a great guest today. We're so excited joining me from the great state of Michigan. And what's neat about the show is it's about sharing creativity. What we do that's very, very different than what we do on the air is we actually slow down. Even though I still kind of talk fast, I try to slow down, but we really slow down and really look at kits. And what I love about this show is, number one, I hope you're inspired. Because I think what you're going to see, and I have Miss Angie Hunt joining me from LDRS Creative, is she's able to take you through techniques, and I'll be fitzing around a little bit too and show you a bunch of stuff that hopefully you go, oh, either I've got the kit and I love it, or wow, I want to get that kit, and oh my God, I never thought about doing that idea. So it's wonderful because unlike on the air where we're just rushing through everything, we actually get to slow down. All right, I do want to do a couple of special notes. Now, we will be on next Tuesday. Next Tuesday is also a huge craft day. It starts at midnight. I have a double today special. One is from Janome, which we sewing, if you're familiar with that, and then Crafter's Companions. We've never done that before. So I'll have not one, but two today's specials I'll be launching Tuesday the 13th at midnight. Then I'll be back for HSN Gets Crafty on TV from 7 to 9, and then we will be joined live by Miss Crazy Beth Kingston, and we'll do Diamond Press, and that's at 9:30. One other quick note, and hopefully I will not be tearing up next week. For now, it will be our last HSN Gets Crafty with Suzanne because I'm going on PTO. I've got some vacation, and then I will indeed be moving to our new studios up in Studio Park, Pennsylvania. And so for the time being, and I will keep you guys updated on HSN Gets Crafty, the Facebook page. So stay on it, keep posting. I'm still going to be active in it, probably, hopefully a little more active than I am right now, simply because I won't have to prep for Tuesday night's show. So I really am. I want you guys to stay with HSN Gets Crafty with Suzanne Facebook page. It'll still exist from everything I know right now. It's just we're going to take a hiatus on the show. Now, I will tell you though, don't worry, crafting cuties. We will have our regular crafting days coming up. So we've got crafting days planned through October, which is our normal schedule. So we will have our regular crafting days on hsn.com, or excuse me, HSN TV. It's just our Tuesday nights together. There's going to be a little bit of hiatus. But like I said, I even might get crazy enough to go live on my own on HSN Gets Crafty with Suzanne. So join it. If you're not a member, please join us. We have almost 30,000 members. And I'm going to hopefully do some stuff on there a little bit more than I normally do since we won't have our Tuesday night show. So you got to join me next week as well. We'll have a big wrap-up show. Say goodbye to DeWitt. Oh. And DeWitt, speaking of him, let's do a fit check, everybody. What is DeWitt wearing today? This is extra special. He has an homage to Spider-Man. Show the shorts because the shorts are so cute. Okay, look.
Socks on the way.
Love.
Wait.
Oh, and the shoes. Wait, you gotta.
There we go. There we go.
All the way down to the shoes. That is DeWitt, our producer, host, all-around handsome guy, and very talented. And we will be spending our last Tuesday night together next Tuesday. So I'm bringing tissue and I'm bringing alcohol.
Yes.
And I know Beth Kingston will drink with me. And I know DeWitt's going to drink with me, so we're good. And I think it's legal to do that because we're on Facebook and YouTube. So I don't know. I don't know what the rules are, and quite frankly, I don't care at this point. All right, so let's do some shout outs real quick, and we're going to get everybody on board. A ton of you on YouTube. Welcome everybody on YouTube. Welcome everybody on Facebook. If you're brand new, please put first timer. I really like to shout out if you're brand new, and let's get at it. And we will jump early into what we got coming up because Angie's got a ton of stuff for us. All right, really quick, who was first up today? Because I love doing that. Miss Patty. She says, hello, crafting cuties from very warm Dubois, Iowa. Patty's been with us a while. Brenda Kay's been with us from Derbyland, from Kentucky. Myrna, hello to all from Orlando. Myrna's been here for a long time. Carletta's a long time watcher. She said, good evening, Suzanne, DeWitt, and Angie. Ari is joining us from Redding, California. Well, hello, my CA cuties. We have Carol from Fayetteville, North Carolina. Carol, I lived in Fayetteville on Hay Street, and Gay was up in Pennsylvania. Hay Street, I think it was Hay Street. Anyway, a little teeny house, and my husband was at Fort Bragg, and I was a military spouse for many years, so I know Fayetteville extremely well. A little inside info there, folks. All right, Debbie's joining us from Eatonton, New Jersey. Sue says, hi, Suzanne. Love your guest, Angie, tonight. We all love Angie. She's wonderful. I love her. Let's see. Joy's in the house. She says, hi, Suzanne DeWitt, HSN, Angie, and Crafting Cuties. We have Suzette joining us. Love the name, Suzette. From Hawaii, aloha. Good to be back. I'm glad you are back. It's good to have you. Teresa's from Texas. Trish is here from Boston. Brenda Kay is in the house. Linda's here from California. We have Elizabeth. She says, hello, Crafty Cuties from Columbus, Georgia. Brenda Kay saying hi to Joy. Joy is a very avid poster on our Facebook group. Please see her work. It's amazing. It's eclectic and beautiful, and she does multimedia like nothing I've ever seen before, so check that out. Jennifer says, Suzanne, you look so pretty tonight. Well, God bless you, because I just had to throw this whole hair up and come in. But I appreciate that. Thank you. Bess from West Point, Nebraska. Christina is joining us from New Jersey. We have, they're saying hi. Anne is joining us from Ohio. Ohio, got a Buckeye in the house. We have Julie back for crafting lessons from the best. Rita, thank you for that, and I'm sure Angie thanks you as well. Hi, Suzanne from Michigan. Hi, and again, we love Michigan. That's where Miss Angie's going to be joining me. We also have Linda from South Dakota. Oh, wow. Paula from Boise. Cindy says hi. Alan's joining us. We also have, let's see, Adam's back in the house tonight. Okay, well, HSN Gets Crafty resume later this year after the move from Florida to PA. I do not know. Yes, fingers crossed. I'm not sure what's going to happen. Like I said, we'll still have our crafting days. We're going to be through October, so expect those on television. I'm going to try to, like I said, be much more active. And I actually might just take a camera and go live from wherever I'm living at the moment on Facebook, on our HSN Gets Crafty with Suzanne. So I'll let you know for sure. I'll keep you updated when we're going to resume it and what's going to happen, so you guys will know. But please stay on HSN Gets Crafty with Suzanne, our Facebook page. That's where you get all the information. You'll know when we're doing the live stuff on television, our craft days, and if I decide to try to go live. It could be rough, but what the heck, I might as well try it. All right, I want to do, Julie says, DeWitt, you were totally coordinated. Great. All right, we have Elizabeth from California. Cheryl is all YouTubers. Illinois, Kathleen's joining us from Wisconsin. Cindy from Lugoff, South Carolina. Lugoff, that's right, because you lived near it. You had a friend or so. Yeah, okay. David's joining from Flagstaff, Arizona. I love Arizona. Paula's joining us from Sioux City, Iowa. Marianne's from Elizabeth, PA. Janice from Corpus Christi, Texas. Carla's joining us from New Braunfels, Texas. Well, that's awesome. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead. DeWitt, why not move to Iowa? Patty wants you to move to Iowa.
Oh.
You got a job for him? He actually might consider it if there's a decent job in Iowa. What the heck? Carletta's loving your outfit is true. Roxanne says, enjoy your vacation and good luck with your move. Thanks, everybody. I mean, I'm excited. I'm sad I'm leaving here, and I'm sad I'm leaving friends, and I'm sad, leaving all my peers here at work. But I am excited. The new studio will be great. And I used to be, if you didn't know, I started this on-air retail TV thing at QVC. That actually was my original start. But remember, we're still HSN. We're just getting a new studio up in the QVC Westchester area. So there you go. All right, so we're going to jump. Let's do my featured people. So HSN Gets Crafty, if I've mentioned multiple times, is a place where I am so excited. It's grown so big, and I love, love, love when you all post. So every week I pick out some people's artwork, and it could be for no other reason I thought it was clever or whatever, or what catches my attention. So here's what I'm featuring this week. This is Karen. She said, and I thought this was a great story. First off, look how dimensional that is. I was like blown away. I think it's a great piece. My neighbor recently confided in me that they had a son, Connor, who only lived a few hours. They further said that none of their family members acknowledged them on Mother's Day and Father's Day. I made a card for the wife, but didn't know what to do for the husband. I wanted something in primary colors that a little boy might like, and I like the idea of the clouds. This is what I came up with, and I hope it's appropriate. She did the tiered hexagon pop-up card and Dollar Tree stickers. And I just thought that was such a neat thing to do for them. I'm sure they were really touched by your effort. And it's a gorgeous dimensional card, too. I mean, that's just so, so pretty. All right, Nikki's up next. She said, I love this. You know what I loved? I love the use of, look at the very back, the colors in the background paper. because it looks more like brushwork, but that's a printed paper, right? Then look at the solid layers, so a white layer, a blue layer. Then look at the print she used in the paper on the next layer. That's not exactly like the back layer, which is so beautiful. And then look at the dimensionality of the die cuts, and then finally that center literally focused area. Really clever. I thought it was a beautiful use of a palette of colors to make an absolutely stunning card. But just appreciate, if you want inspiration, how she used the solid layers to break up the colors, but she did a double layer before she got to the next print. So absolutely exquisite. It's Nikki. She said, I found this pretty, and this is what I love too. This blew me away. She said, I found this pretty background paper in a magazine and wanted to do a color story type card. It's one of my favorite colors. So the background paper was from a magazine. We had last week, I featured a calendar. Yeah, this girl, one of our gals, she was a girl, created these beautiful cards using calendars, old calendars she found like in a store that were on sale. And I thought this was great because her inspiration was a magazine. So look for color. Yeah, brilliant, like really brilliant. So appreciate what Nikki did on that one because it's gorgeous. All right, Miss Pat, she said she finished her Mother's Day cards, put the Mother's Day sentiment as a surprise on the inside of the card. And I just want to shout out, that's Anna Griffin's pieces. But Pat, you just did a beautiful job of layering it all together. Isn't that gorgeous? You got a lot of moms. I'm impressed. Wish I had that. Wish I had a mom. All right, so there you go. And do please keep posting. Please do, because that's the best way I'm going to be able to more personally communicate with you guys if you join our Facebook group. And I will be able to communicate much more regularly and much more personally there than I would typically. All right, so now we're going to jump into Miss Angie Hunt and LDRS Creative. Let me show you the first kit. All right, this one is called our Billowing Peony 3D Crafting Suite. And my gosh, is it a crafting suite. So we'll go to my overhead. And this is when you're really, I'm going to play with it a bit too, but you're going to get stamps with this. You also are going to get layering stencils. Wait till you see how these and how amazing these are. Those are in the kit. You're going to get all of your dies, and I've got one of them actually stolen out of there because I'm going to use it and do a die cut. But all the dies go back to here, go back to here, go back to here. And I'll tell you what, Angie and her team do the most amazing three-dimensional embossing folders that give you so much pop when you use them. So this is called Billowing Peony. Now we're going to go through all that, but I want to mention another one, and I'm going to show you samples of it in a couple of minutes. Same concept, stamps, dies, 3D, you get all these goodies, and you're going to get the stencils. This one's called Birds of a Feather. So if you like the concept, you have Billowing Peony and Birds of a Feather. The item numbers for the peony is 886959, and the Birds of the Feather is 866960. Two ways to shop. Go right there to the top of the screen. Look, I can't find it right there. Use your phone, use your camera. It'll take you right to our shop to take you right to tonight's kits. Or if you're on YouTube, there's a link at the top of YouTube. If you're on Facebook, it says HSN. Don't forget you can shop the show anytime here at the bottom of the comments. And that's how you can go directly to these kits and be able to snatch them up before they are sold out. All right, Angie Hunt, she is the founder. She is the team leader. She is the president of LDRS Creative, and we love her so much joining us from Michigan. Welcome back. Thanks for being here tonight.
Super excited. Thank you for asking me back.
We got a lot of good stuff.
It's always a joy. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, guys. So just real quickly, by the way, it's $59.95, and tonight we have 3 Flex. Any major credit card, spread your payments out over 3 months. You're good to go. All right. Do you want to jump into the Billowing Peony?
Yeah. Yep. Let's jump in. Alan, overhead. Okay.
Nice wipe, Alan.
Okay, so let me just really quickly, you've already kind of gone over things that are in here in this Billowing Peony, but I want to just bring detail to a couple of things. Packaging, a lot of the times we throw away packaging. This is packaging you want to keep, because on the inside of this, you've got not only a couple of project samples here to get you started, but you've also got your stencil layering guide. That is going to be critical. So make sure you hold on to this when you get yours home. We have the same thing in the Birds of a Feather. So I'm going to set this aside. The 3D embossing folder, Just so you know, we do our embossing folders in kind of a really cool way. You'll notice this actually has a left hinge on it. And that's so it makes your positioning, so, you know, I like to test. Let's go ahead and zoom in, Alan. I always like to test every single product that we produce to see if we're configuring it properly. And so I put a left hinge on this because of how I wanted to slide the paper around. So 3D embossing with this gorgeous large peony. You've already talked a little bit about the stencils. I'm going to open these up. When you look at the stencils and you're looking at this layering guide, you're going to notice that we actually show the stencils, each of them in the pictures here. So you can see stencil 1, we're showing you these are the images you're going to be coloring with the stencil. And this is where the color goes in these sections. And so you'll see that like this one says stencil 1 in the bottom right corner. And you'll see that we've actually got, let me see if I can put something, I'm going to put this on something. Let me put this on the backing here. You can actually see these lines. You can see I've used this, it's well loved, but we've sectioned it off with these lines. And those lines are kind of dividing up the space. And you can see that I have like an A1, an A2, a B1, B2, and B3. We're guiding you through it, and all of that matches what's on your stencils as well. So you can see what sections and where that color goes on your stencil guide. So that's really important. And then you'll notice also that we have these other little guides in here. We call those alignment guides. So when you do like your very first bit of coloring, it helps you line up your stencils easier. And I'll demo that with the stencils, but we have alignment guides right on the stencils is the whole point. So the stencils are going to be good on both your 3D embossed image and also on your stamp. And then we have all of your sentiments. And then, of course, the dies that work on both. Okay, so everything coordinates together. That's why we call it a suite. It's a crafting suite. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. I've gone ahead. And is it okay if I give a sneak peek coming attractions? Is that all right?
Yes.
Suzanne?
Oh God, yes, of course. I love that.
I just happened to see these. They're up on hsn.com already. We put out about we put out the these hand-torn dies we like quite some time ago. They were so incredibly popular, and we had so many people asking for us to bring these to HSN, and we finally got them on HSN. So there's hand-torn rectangles.
Or is that going to be the 13th?
They're actually on the website now. I saw them today.
And those are dies? So, we're going to find the item number because I need those in my life.
These are dies. So I just want to explain. So these are the rectangles. One set has rectangles and squares. The other set has ovals and circles. And the really cool thing is, first of all, they all nest together. There's multiples. There's a whole bunch of them, like 7 or 8 with each shape. But the cool thing is every single hand-torn edge is unique. No two are alike. So it always looks like real torn paper. And so we finally brought them to HSN. So I'm so excited. Yay. So
wait, can I give the item number real quick? Y'all gonna jump all over that. I'm gonna have to get ahead of you guys. I get my phone out and order them. The item number 4. Now this is the rectangle and square. Do you also have the circle, the ovals, maybe? Okay, so the first item number, you guys, if you want that right there, is 901418. 901418. You okay?
I'm so sorry.
Oh, you get a drink if you want to.
Can you mute me?
Yeah,
can you mute me for a minute?
I always want to hear you. Okay. Can you mute her? Okay, we got you muted. All right, so then the other one for the oval and circle die sets is 901423. All right, she's going to let me know, but let's go to my overhead real quick, and then when Angie's ready, we'll do, oh, she's ready. Okay, she's ready. All right, so wait, never mind. We'll go right back to her.
I'm so sorry.
There we go.
You know, that only happens when you're live, right?
Of course, always.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so little tricks here, because I always like to give tips. So I die cut this out of watercolor paper. All right, so this is watercolor paper, and I have a little spray bottle of water. So whenever I'm going to 3D emboss, I'm going to take the back of this and I'm going to mist the back of my watercolor paper with water. So I'm doing it off camera, and I'm doing that because that's going to kind of loosen up the fibers, the cotton fibers a bit. I'm going to position this, and this is why I love having the side hinge. I can kind of position this by moving my paper up and down. I want to have just a bit of the flower in the bottom there. And then now I'm going to go ahead and run this through my die cutting machine. So because I don't want to get a line on the paper there, I'm going to hang that off the edge. And I'm not going to put any pressure on that when it runs through the die cutting machine. So my husband here, Alan, is going to run that through just any die cutting machine. Make sure you always look to the manufacturer of, just press it through, Alan. It'll go. Get a little force. Sorry, I got to help him along. It's his first time. Always look to, whatever the manufacturer's instructions are for the sandwich that you need for 3D embossing, because 3D embossing folders are a lot thicker than regular embossing folders.
Okay.
And so now when I slide this out of here and set this aside, look how gorgeous and deep that impression is.
Oh gosh,
I just love these. Isn't that beautiful?
Yeah,
so this is like the positive side, and here's the negative side. And depending on what your project is, you can actually use either side. So one thing I do always want to remind people of too, is that we always have videos on our YouTube channel. It's all about tutorials. It's all walking you through, stepping you through projects of how to use our products. So whenever you get our products home from HSN, always go to our website. Many of them will have QR codes that you can scan, and it'll take you right to projects. But we always like to get you started and give you ideas, and then we're always adding to those as well.
Oh, wait, I got two things. Wait, Ange, I got two things.
Yes.
Number one, are your inks back in stock?
No, they are not.
Daggone it. Okay, we got to get those back too. Because I got to tell you guys,
I know. We've got to talk about those.
I know. We got to get them back. We got to get a hold of somebody. Just FYI, her inks are amazing. They're a hybrid ink, and they kind of do like 20 jobs in one. So hopefully we'll get those back in stock, but you don't have to have a million inks. You just need her amazing inks. Also, number two, Angie, I want to tell you, guess what?
What?
I jumped on hsn.com and I just bought the tear dies in the square. Girls, don't mess around.
I'm telling you.
Crafting cuties. Oh, and by the way, wait a minute. I don't know. We can't pop up hsn.com, can we?
Not easily.
Okay, let me just show you guys. Sorry, Ange, hang on one second, girl, because these things are amazing. I'm going to show you when she was saying, you just saw two. I didn't realize how many come with this pack. So hang on one second. I gotta call it up again. All right.
Oh yeah, there's a lot.
Hold on, 901 418 search. Okay, here it is. Okay, we're gonna go to my camera, guys. Let's see if I can zoom in. All right, that is, wait, right there is one set. Look at the other set. Like you get, how many did you put in there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
there's a lot.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, maybe 18. Guys, look at all that. Okay, I just ordered them. You got to hurry up if you want to get them before they sell out. Ooh, if I get lucky, I won't get them before Tuesday, but you guys, I'll post when I get them because those are great. Okay,
I'll tell you, I was so excited when we were able to, just being able to bring those to HSN. I was super excited because, like I said, they're so popular. They've sold out numerous times for us, and I thought, man, if I just knew that everybody at HSN was going to love them.
Okay, now I'm sorry because I interrupted you because I had to tell you I was shopping.
You're
show me how you aligned it. Can you go back and do the first? Just show the first one and then show me how you aligned it.
Yes. Well, I'm going to show you with this one right here. So, okay. So the first one here, you can see like you're looking at your shapes and you're looking at your picture right here.
Okay.
And I can see where like the lighter, it's easier to see like when I have it right here, but the shapes are just going to align. Super easy. Okay. So when I lay it over, it's that easy. The smaller one up here, so the A's go with the larger flower, the B over here, this one and this one go with the smaller one. And again, we show you that on the stencil. And then what's cool is I can come in here now and these little alignment guides that I have in here are going to line up with what I just stenciled. So if you notice when I lay that over, I'm covering what I just stenciled. It's
What if
that
you wanted
easy.
to do it without using the 3D embossing? Same idea? If you just want to do it flat.
Well, you can do the same thing. You would literally just start with the first one, and then you're just going to lay over the colors, because I'm like the very first one, I am paying attention to where, things are lifted with the 3D embossing.
Yes.
Because I can see that. But you don't have to do that. You can align the way that we do it. And the reason we have those alignment guides that are on there, so everything that's on this one is going to lay over what you stenciled first.
Gotcha. Okay, got it.
So you don't have to do it over here if you don't want to.
Got it. Okay.
So like number 3 now is like my darker color. So I can bring this one over now, and I can lay that over. And notice it's just going right over what I just stenciled. So I'm covering up the areas that I just stenciled. Which and it literally lines up with the cut, like overlays the color perfectly. And all I have now is the white that's showing. And so now I can go in with my darkest pink. I'm going to make sure I don't hit over here. So I'm going to put my tape right here and just get my darkest pink in here.
Okay, a couple notes. Let's see. Joy, she goes, oh, loving the edges. Roxanne said gorgeous. Myrna said, yes, love the dies with the torn edges. Girls, I already bought mine. Okay, and guys, I already bought mine. So if you're going to get that torn edge thing, I'll bet you once people see this show in repeat, I bet you those torn edges won't be available on Tuesday. They're too great.
It's one of the most popular things I think that we have ever actually created.
Oh, that's so pretty, Angie. God, that's
to be honest with you, look how beautiful that is. All that dimension. So I'm going to go in now with my last layer, my second layer here with my other flower. Just line that up, line up my colors.
Hey, Julie, wait, Julie just said she just ordered. Did you just order the dies, or did you just order the big kit? Or both?
So look, just very, very simple little circles. One of the things too, I'm gonna move on to stencil number 2 real quick if I can find it.
Okay.
And then let's see. So stencil number 2, I'm gonna start over here. I'm gonna layer over again everything that I've done. It lines up perfectly. Get my darkest color in here. And then I've only got 2 colors that I have to do for my leaves. And so I've grabbed 2 different greens. Let me get my pinks out of the way here. When you're crafting, you end up with so many different things. So I have like a lighter pink and a darker pink, green. Goodness, I've got green in my hand. I'm saying pink.
We knew what you were going to do. Hey, by the way, Annette just bought the tear dies.
Oh, I'm telling you, you're going to love them. I don't think
wait, no, this is great. Julie said, oh, wow, I just ordered it sight unseen. Nice surprise. There's so many. Annette wanted to know, what is the number for the stencil she's doing? Oh, okay, it's a whole kit, Annette. You get the stamps, the 10 coordinating dies, 6x6 3D embossing folder, and the 4 layering stencils. The item number for this kit is 886959. 886959. If you're on Facebook, you can go to the bottom where it says HSN Don't Forget. You just hit that with your finger. It'll take you to be able to shop with it. Myrna just ordered the dies as well.
All right.
Let's see, for the doors that
right
Suzanne just showed us. Pat, I'm not sure what you're asking. If you could clarify that for the doors or the dies. I wonder if she means the dies that we just showed you. Pat, if you're talking about the tear dies, sorry, Angie, we're just getting questions.
No, you're good.
To answer. If you want the rectangle square, which is what I bought, it's 901418. That's the outside edge that you see that Angie's working with right now. How did she get that perfect tear? Well, she has a whole giant set of dies to do it. If you want the oval and circle, then it's 901423. 901423. I hope that answers your question. Debbie bought the dies. Oh, there we go, Pat. So I just gave you the item number. Hope that'll work. Had to buy the hand-torn dies set in the square. Yeah, Patty got them too. Oh, Marcella just bought. Everybody's buying them. Marcella just bought them. I hope that we're supposed to air next Tuesday, or we're all going to be in such trouble. Annette just got both sets. Julie just bought them. Myrna just bought both sets. And the price is great. By the way, the price was excellent on those. Gosh,
you get a ton of dies in there.
It's amazing, actually. Annette just got them. Let's see who else. Lynette just had to order the dies. So excited. I believe both sets will sell out. Annette's saying this. Better get them now. Girl, if they were meant to go on the air Tuesday, Anne just bought the hand-torn dies. Been wanting something
Did you
like
notice?
This. Thank you.
Hey, Suzanne, did you notice one of the card samples that you had there with this peony in orange?
Oh, yes, right here.
Actually, it uses the squares.
Okay, guys, so we'll show you that right here. So look at this beautiful card. Now, this is all dimensional, so that's using the 3D die. She's using the stencil technique, but look at that in that peach, and look how pretty. This is a card. Oh, my gosh. So there's
that one uses the square.
There's the tear dies. And then they did this as torn as well. So they made the card actually. Did they just do that one pass, fold it in half and run one pass?
I can't, nope, there's actually a card on the back. So what we did is we have two squares there, one in orange, one in white, and then, the one in the back, look in the back.
This is all one piece.
Look at the very back of the card. Yeah, see how it has a straight edge? We actually tacked on another piece on the back there, it looks like.
No, I'm telling you,
tell.
it's one whole piece, so you'll figure it out at home. No,
is it? Okay,
I
didn't make that card.
It's beautiful. But here's what I want you to see. Like, look what she's doing in those colors. Look at this, and then also notice, I love the splatter techniques in here. Can you guys see that? I can't tell. Yeah, look how cute the splatter techniques are. It's a paintbrush, and you just literally flick the brush, which gives you all these little spots and splatters. Just so organic and really beautiful. I love that. But yeah, there you go. There's an example of that tear die we're all getting.
Perfect. It is so perfect. It looks so natural because, like I said, every single one of those edges is unique. Absolutely unique. You're not going to duplicate it. Now, something I did that I want to do on here. So this stamp, I thought this was a really fun thing. So here's the beautiful peony that I stenciled. And I'm going to take the stamp and I'm going to pop the stamp up here into this corner. And then I'm going to use my different colored inks, same inks.
Okay.
And I'm just going to, I'm going to choose one of my greens, which is going to be my darker green. And I've got two of my pinks. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to ink. So I'm going to show you why I'm doing it this way. If you look at the picture here, let's move it over here. You can see I have the flower in the center and then all the leaves around it. I don't want to spend time coloring this. My whole goal with this card was literally, I just wanted to do some stenciling. I wanted to do really easy coloring, or not coloring, stamping with it. I didn't want to have to do any hand coloring, like, painting or
watercolor,
markers or anything.
Markers,
yeah. So I'm just going to bring this over and stamp this corner, and I might have to stamp it again. We'll see. But it gives me a really, really pretty kind of soft pink upper, or like flat. Ooh, I don't want the green in the middle. Wrong one. Let's go with the pink. Let me bring some of that pink in.
It's almost like just a soft little shadow.
Yeah, it's just a little bit. I'm going to put some of the really dark in the middle. And then where's my green? I'm going to deepen up that green again.
Okay, Annette just went back and bought all the torn dies. Everybody's saying, wow, it's beautiful. Jeffrey, order complete, 20 or so left. Go fast. Oh, is it listed how many of those dies are left? Oh, Lord, I hope they weren't supposed to be on Tuesday. Pat just got both the rectangle and the oval torn die set. Woohoo! Oh, okay, sorry. Yvonne wants to know, how large is the largest of the torn rectangles? Do you have one handy there you could measure, Angie?
Yeah, it is actually just, the largest one is a little bit, here's my finished card here, just to show you what I'm doing. This largest one is actually a little bit larger than an A2. This smaller, the second, the next one down is going to be just about an A2, just maybe a little, like right about an A2. But the largest one is larger. It'll work beautifully, you know, if you want it to be, to let go over the edge of an A2 card. Like if you have a card base and you just want that. So, so yeah, it is a little bit larger.
You inked up the edges with brown?
Yep. So here's what I did, because this is the finished card. I'm not going to take it any further. I just wanted to show you how to work all that. So this is what I did. I grabbed a gray and I bring some of my color in. And this is, I don't use the smaller little ink pads. I use the big one here. And I just bring some of this in and I rough up my edges and try and get a little bit of that color everywhere, because I wanted it to look old and aged. So that's a gray. And then I'm bringing in kind of a tea stain brown over that, because I love the gray and the brown. It gives it kind of a dirty look, you know, like this has been around for a little while. Get some of that in there so it looks aged. Don't come in too far, but really kind of show off those edges. And then I like to take like my lightest pink and I just kind of scrape it over a tiny bit just to give some extra dimension and color in there.
That's gorgeous.
And it just kind of roughs it up a bit. And then I did the same thing with the outer, the largest one. I literally just stamped the sentiment in both my tea stain color, and then believe it or not, I sprinkled in a little bit of black. That's why it looks two-tone.
Oh, pretty.
And that's really all there is to that card right there. That's how easy it is. It's so beautiful.
It really is easy, yeah.
The stenciling is fantastic. It's super easy to do.
Okay, if you guys want to know, because Debbie's helping me out, it shows how many are in the carts of everybody's trying to buy the dies, the tear dies, okay? So, good idea. We've started quite the trend tonight. Joy just got hers. Debbie says you can see how many are left in the cart. I don't know at this point. Do you know, Dwight, can you see? We're going to find out. We're going to try to find out.
You know, I would, yeah, and definitely those dies are going to be, if you show some of the, you know, you could see how gorgeous they are with the peony. They are absolutely beautiful as well with the birds of a feather. When you start, here's the birds of a feather, which also has all the same pieces, you know, with the stencils, the dies, the stamps, the 3D embossing folders. Both of these bundles are absolutely fantastic with all four of those shapes with the hand torn. They're really, really beautiful.
And here's what I'm going to do, guys. I'm going to go through just a couple of, I'm going to show you something. Annette wants to know, Suzanne, can I make the envelopes you had shown us how to make? Okay, just to give you a heads up on that, we did that on last week's show, and I was using the Sizzix trimmer and scoring board. So if you go on YouTube, type up HSN Gets Crafty with Suzanne, and it'll take you to last week's show. I did it there, and then I also did a supplemental video because I screwed up the envelope doing it live. So, literally, did you see the supplemental video?
I did.
I did it at 1 a.m. that morning. I was so frustrated I got that wrong that I went home, did a supplemental, edited it, and posted it to show you the envelope part. So if you go back and you want to know, because that's a great idea. For example, this is a perfect square. So how in the world do you make an envelope? And it's actually a little bit thicker. So how do you make an envelope for that? That last week's show will help you out. So Annette, I hope that answers your question. You can see, and I think the scoring board is still on .com. It's brilliant. And oh my God, it makes the best boxes too. So that would be a perfect accompaniment if you got the torn dies because it's all these different shapes, right? But look how different this is. So you saw what Angie did. So there's the peach one. Look how pretty this is. This one is now done off to this side and just using a little bit of it here in the bottom. And again, that's using that folder and the stencils. Then look at the difference when you just switch colors. And I love how they just did a different edge there. But again, just so amazing how, two elements, the stencils and the three-dimensional embossing folder looks when you just change the colors out. Now this I thought was really cool. This is using the stamp you saw Angie used, and they did it multiple times. And here they did a white embossing powder. Here is just a gray ink, and then they just stamped it out and hand colored it using markers right here. So, you know, how cool is that? This is a really pretty one. What they did is they did the stamp, this stamp here, colored it. It's hard to see because I was going to demo it, but running out of time. Colored that, and then I love it. They fussy cut. No, actually, they
yeah,
die
with
cutted
the dyes,
because you get the dye. So sorry. So here's the die. Die cutted it out. There it is. And then look how pretty that one is. And they used a really gorgeous textured background. And then I thought this was really cool too. Again, this is a textured background, a little black ink on it, and then did this a couple of times and used parts of it to create more of a layered look. So, you know, the set is amazing. And once you get it at home,
it's incredibly versatile.
Yes, for sure. Oh my gosh. And then all those sentences you saw are included as well. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Can I point out one thing that I wanted to mention too? A little tip. So when we're done with all of, you know, like the coloring and everything, before I would actually mount this onto the other one, I would, remember in the beginning before I 3D embossed it, I spritzed the back of it, and before I ran it through the machine, I would do that again, because when you're stenciling, sometimes you're applying pressure and you might flatten it out just a little bit. So spritz the back of it again, put it back in your embossing folder after you've colored it, run it through again, and it just freshens up and really reinforces and pops that 3D again.
Oh,
just
perfect.
a little professional tip.
I love that. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. While she switches, I'm going to show you guys the other kit and some samples. So this is beautiful. It's called Birds of a Feather. Look how pretty that is. There's all your instructions on the inside. Tons you can do. Once again, you're getting the stencils. That's the instructions. Don't throw that out. You're getting beautiful stamps with this. And of course, look at this big bird die. It's gorgeous. Plus, you're getting all the stencils to cut everything out that you see here as well. And then wait till you see the 3D folder. Like, this is incredible. Let me show you the finished examples on this one. Wow. If you are a bird lover or you know someone who is, they're going to go crazy. Okay, look at this. Wow, 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 wow. All right, look what showed up again. The torn dies that are probably going to be sold out before the show's over. But look at this. This is just using the inks and inking it in, doing a little even watercolor in the background, layering it up. That's all three-dimensional. Isn't that incredible? Look at this. How cool and clever. Same idea, same 3D embossing folder, but done in a foil and then colored the foil. So let your mind kind of go crazy. Check this one. Again, 3 very different styles just by changing up either, in that case, a foiling. In this case, they just changed up the colors on it, went very, very light. Look at this. Oh, wait, there it is, the oval tear showing up. There's that oval tear. It's a 901423 for the circle and oval torn edge sets, die sets. Here's another one.
You've actually got the circle on that foil card too.
Oh, that's right. Oh, double layer of the circle too, and they just cut off the edges of it. There you go. I'm telling you, you snuck these in tonight. Look at this one. Oh my gosh. So this is a 3D embossed background that's out of this world. Yeah. And then again, remember, they're doing this 3D, but then going back, and she took the die and they cut the bird out with all the floral from the die and stuck it on top, right? And then this one I thought was really cool. They just did this in the background so you can see the bird, but it's sort of, it's not faint when you see it in person. You'll see it, and then they really popped the florals that are included. So here and here used part of those florals. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, thanks. Oh, perfect. Thank you. Look, isn't that neat? I thought that was a really cool technique right there. All right, so now let's move on. Are you ready, Miss Angie, for the next collection?
I am ready.
You always are. I love that. Okay. All right, guys. Next up, we're going to be talking
this
about...
is one of the, this is one of my favorite sets. I think it's so cool. I love zero waste. I don't like to waste stuff. So with this set, with this bundle, you actually get both of these. This is not a choice of. You get both of these included. So you get this kind of swoosh with the stars. You get the word celebrate, and it's the die plus a shadow die. So that's why there's 3 dies. And then you get the little swoosh of butterflies. And you get the word die is for you, plus you also get the shadow. And the cool thing is you can use everything that you cut out with these, so you don't waste anything. I'm going to do a quick demo using the butterflies. So I just think this is so fun. And I'm hoping you have more card samples there too. Do you?
I do. Yes, I do.
Okay. So I would line up just to kind of show you. I've already done some of the work because I knew that the first demo was going to take a little longer. So I just have a piece of white cardstock here, and I would lay my die over the top wherever I want to have that swoosh. Run that through your die cutting machine, and then this is basically what you get. All of those little butterflies would fall out, and I actually have those little butterflies. I put them in a little tray so I can use them on another project. I didn't need the white butterflies this time. Instead, what I've done is I've just taken some white cardstock and I took ink and I just kind of did some little stripes on it. And it was a water soluble. I spritzed it with water. And what I'm going to do is layer it behind my butterflies like that. But I'm going to pop it up on some foam.
Oh, that's pretty.
Isn't that cool? Mm-hmm. So I'm going to pop it up on some foam. Where's my end of my, yes, look at, this is the foam that I use, Suzanne.
Good Lord. I don't think you have enough, to be honest with you. I think you need to stop.
I do not mess around when it comes time for foam. All right, so let me put this here, and then I'm going to put, I'm actually going to have to trim this next piece, I think, just a little bit. I love this stuff. It's so awesome.
By the way, while you're trimming, let's see. Deborah,
Yep.
She ordered her hand-toned rectangle and square dies. Colleen sending you a lot of
Perfect.
love. Linda says your products or your finished samples were beautiful. Let's see.
Thank you.
Annette said, Annette's giving you a warning, everyone. She said, don't let them stay in your cart for long. They will sell out fast. And here's what happens. Brenda Kay's being funny. She goes, flock together like crafting cuties with the birds. Get it? Flock. Oh, I love the comedy. Hey, so here's what happened. Myrna said gorgeous cards. We have, Julie said they're all beautiful cards. Let's see. Myrna said just beautiful. Okay, Annette says, I'm not sure about spritzing. Is it water or something I need to buy, the spritz spray?
No, it is water. This is just this little sprayer. Actually, to be honest with you, my hairstylist used one of these. You can find these things everywhere. That's where I first saw it. This one is a continuous sprayer. So when you press it, it just kind of sprays very gentle mist, and it continuously goes for, I don't know, 10 seconds or something. But you could just use any water bottle. To be honest with you, it doesn't have to be one of those. You just want to get the back of it, just get the back of it wet. So I'm going to go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Shelly says zero waste, speaking my language.
Yes. Look how pretty that is. I popped it up on foam so that you get those little shadows in there, which I think are just really beautiful.
Oh, that's
and then, just to show you, I also did another one of those. This was the second one. And I went ahead and I put my die on. I've already run it through. You can see all of my little butterflies. Some of them have already fallen off. But I'm going to pop this off of here. And you're going to see, just tap them out. Anybody that doesn't pop out of there, I can help it along. There we go. And they're all out. Perfect. Now, let me pop these out. They literally just kind of roll out of here really easily because the dies are our dies are fantastic. You don't have to run things through multiple times. But this is a watercolor paper that I use, so it's a little more fibrous. So it kind of holds on just a little bit. There we go. So this piece I can save and use later as well. What I wanted from this were all these gorgeous little butterflies in all these beautiful watercolor colors. Let's put it that way. Now, what you also get in this set is the 4U dies. I've done some of the work already. Remember I said you have the 4U. I'm going to move my little butterflies and everything up here. You have the 4U plus you have the shadow. I'm only going to use the 4U die. And again, I've already done some of the work. I've already cut it a few times.
Oh, that's pretty.
And I'm layering them up. And I wanted to show this because it's a fun little technique that we do so that I don't have to try. I want to get dimension on this. I want it to pop up on my card. But I don't want to have to try and put foam behind this because, well, that's just no fun, right? So I have my little reverse tweezers. If you don't have these, get some reverse tweezers. They are fantastic. Make it easy to hold. I'm just going to put adhesive on the back of this. Just a little bit of, and I like to use liquid adhesive for this because it's more forgiving. It gives me a little bit of time to move things around and line things up without them sticking and drying right away. Okay. But this is going to go right on top here. And this, I've already actually done this a couple of times. So this is going to be like 3 layers all together because I've already layered 2 of them up. Oh, wow. I have a white glue, but it does dry clear. The reason we do this is that it gives us dimension. So now this is maybe about a little more than a 1/16 of an inch in thickness. And like I said, it's a white glue, but it's going to dry clear. So I'm going to go ahead now and pop this onto my card.
So you said how many are you using? 3 layered on top of each other?
I stack these up, I think, 3 times. Okay. And then I'm going to position this right here. Liquid glue helps me to position it. So I can twist it, I can turn it if I need to. Just rotate just a little bit. Press that down. And now my sentiment is done. I'm going to do a couple more things. Now, one of the things we didn't talk about yet was this. This is our 2-tone foil paper.
Beautiful.
Aren't they amazing? Yes. So with each of these colors, you see we've got pink, green, purples, blues. They're 2-tone foil. So then we also have the gold on white, and then we have the black. And with each of these, you get polka dots, stripes, flowers, and then these gorgeous leaves. And you get the entire pack. So there's 6 different colors, and you get 4 patterns on each. These are 12 by 12. It's a 2-tone because it's got that beautiful foil in the same color as is on the back, and then the back, or in the background, and then the back side is solid. Okay.
Great.
The reason I'm pointing this out is because I grabbed 2 of these to make my card because I thought it was just going to be beautiful. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do a couple of layers, and I'm going to finish up this card really quickly. I decided to go with stripes for both, so I grabbed both the pink and the black in the stripe. And so I'm going to layer these
oversized. I kind of appreciate that.
Well, this one I decided
humongous too.
Oh, you saw it. I know. I thought you were talking about the 5x7 card.
No, I'm like, go big or go home. That's Angie's motto. That's when it says LDRS Creative. Underneath it says go big or go home.
Oh my gosh, you're funny. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put some tape on here as well.
Okay,
and then the last thing I'm going to do.
Wait, hold that thought one second. I want to get some people's comments in because everybody is just having a ball. Okay. Patty said, I had to have the birds of the feather also. You guys are having some fun tonight. I love it. Let's see. Myrna says, love it. Great idea with the background colors. Annette just bought the dies. Oh, Barb's a first timer. Welcome, Barb. Annette said, I'm trying to get a lot of cards made to take to elderly in nursing home just to cheer them up. Wow, they will love these cards. Oh, I would do the birds too because they're beautiful. Let's see. I had difficult time getting my order, but I had success. Yay, so excited. Yay, Roxanne, I'm glad it worked. Jennifer says, oh, wow, love that paper. Yeah, I was going to just take a sec, guys, because I am going to tell you, I think this paper needs to be in all of our lives.
We don't have a lot left.
Oh, it's gold. And the quality of your paper, your cardstock is so nice and beefy. Yeah. So anyway, look at the black. Like I'm in love with the black too. So if you want the paper, here's your item number, 898292. It's 24 sheets. They're all 12 by 12. It's only $24.95. That is a steal for this kind of quality. And you get a load of paper with this. So grab those, guys. If you want the butterfly and the butterfly with the star, that's what Angie's working with right now, it's 898297, and that's $26.95 for both of those. We have 3 flex on everything tonight. If you want to grab that paper like the little tear dies, please don't wait. We don't have a lot of those. So Jennifer, if you do love that paper, Julie says, I got to read this one to you, Angie. Julie says, can,
What?
dot, not, dot, buy, dot, more, dot, paper. She's trying to resist. I can't buy more paper. Yes, you can, Julie.
Yes,
I am
you
a paper
can.
hoarder. I love paper.
I am
love it,
too.
love it. Oh, I'm a total paper
Oh my
hoarder.
gosh,
Oh, yeah.
Suzanne, let me ask a question, and anybody can raise their hand on this. Who loves just the smell of paper? Does that sound creepy if I say that? I'm
not so sure about the smell, but I love paper.
Oh my gosh, when I walk into like my studio, my craft space, sometimes I don't have time to craft. I just like to come in and I like the smell of my craft room because it smells like paper. Isn't that weird? All right, maybe it was a creepy thing to admit.
Pat says, okay, Roxanne says, go ahead. It's Mother's Day week. Pat says, lovely foil accent on the paper. Annette says, oh man, she's using the punch outs on it. Love it. So yeah, go ahead and explain what you're doing here.
Did you notice I'm bending them up? And I'm only putting a little bit of adhesive on that bend. And then I'm standing them up.
That's so pretty.
So that actually gives us texture. That's our dimension.
Debbie says she has always loved the smell of paper.
There you go.
Yes, Deb's in your club. All right, so here's what I'm going to do. Real quick, guys, I'm going to show you my samples, and I'm going to show you both using these dies and then the paper samples too, because we've got about 3 more minutes to go. So, Ange, hang on for me for 1 second.
Yep.
And again, I really want you to appreciate, so you remember, this is the star one you get to see first. So this is all cut out. Now, that same multi-layering technique she did on her card, they did on this card, and it says celebrate. And again, that's 3/4 layers of cardstock. That is, boy, if you want to really make something look dramatic and fabulous, do that technique. You can do that, obviously, with any of your dies, but I think that's beautiful. Now, look how cool this is. So what they basically did is they took this, they made a stencil out of it. So follow me on this. You're basically going to cut this out. Then they took and they went back. Well, I'm going to assume, do you want to correct me on that? It looks like you made a stencil.
No, we actually paper pieced. So we die cut. We actually ran the die through on
glitter.
Glitter paper, and then we paper pieced those back in.
Oh God!
Literally just using. Yep. Well, that's why you get reverse tweezers. It's super easy. Put a little dab of glue on there and pop it in there with your reverse tweezers. You take care, like that card you can make in minutes. It looks much more difficult than it is.
If I made a quote unquote paper stencil and then I used my glitter paste on it, would that maybe work?
Well, yeah, it would. You're still going to have to. Yeah, you could do that, and like, it would pop up then from the black. Like you would go through the stencil, then you would peel your stencil back up. So yeah, absolutely, you could do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna try it.
It's a fantastic idea.
Again, this is another one. So look how pretty this is. And what they did was they used it as is and then just used the foil in the back. See the gold foil in the back of that? I mean, that's gorgeous. Oh my gosh, look at this one, you guys. All these pastel colors, multi-layered here, and then added. These are just using the butterflies and little pearls. Can you see the little pearl? Oh, thanks, DeWitt. There, you got, look at that. Now look, that is such a good shot. Look at that multi-layering. I'm so going to steal that idea like tomorrow. All right, look at the next one. Now this is kind of a little bit what she did. Notice it's going this direction though, as opposed to up and down. It's going horizontal, multi-layer, leftover pieces, and then a multi-layer background behind the opening. This one, this turned out so pretty. If we can go to the extreme close-up again, if you don't mind, it's a holographic paper they used behind it, and then just did the little spotted holographic butterflies for dimension, and that's using the shadow. So when she said there's a shadow die, that's actually using the shadow multi-layered. Now this is neat. You guys just did a whole bunch of cutouts. Yeah, like they just did that over and over.
You know what you do with that, Suzanne? You nest it. You do it once and then you lay it right into it because the shape will actually nest. So you can kind of align it. Yeah, so like if you want to actually, Alan, go overhead with me again. So you see, I don't know if you could go to my shot again, but you see how these can kind of nest?
Yes.
So I happen to have 2 of them here. So I would do one and I would get my shapes and then I would align it next to it again. You can do a full background. That's how we did that one.
Do it across. Okay, clever, right? You guys, like, come on, like, how do you resist this one too? You're all having fun tonight. Okay, so
I
we'll do
know,
that.
it's cool.
Oh my gosh, it's so many good ideas. Okay, now if you don't mind, I do want to grab the paper so we have just a little bit of time left. Get the papers. It's cardstock too. I shouldn't call it paper. It's gorgeous. And get it, get it, get it. You're getting, once again, 24 sheets. It's 12 by 12. It's double-sided. Look at this. I just want to show you this leaf. Look at that amazing leaf. Oh my, look at the gold and the blue, the stripes, double-sided. You're so good to go. All right, so here's what I'm going to show you then. If you don't mind, Angie, I'm going to grab the samples that were finished using a combination of lots of stuff. But, okay, if we go to the extreme close-up again, here it is with the papers. Look how pretty this, oh my gosh. Oh, please, Lord have mercy. They did a magnetized little box with little thank you cards inside it. How pretty is that using the papers? All right, that's gorgeous. Here's the black paper. That was the first kit, guys, that we had. That is the Billowing Peony, right? Is that what it was? That's the first one. Look at this one with the gold in the background. That's the layering technique she just showed you. I mean, stunning, right? Here's another one. These are using all the blues. That is so pretty. And then here's what that, again, I got to say, I'm in love with that black set. That's so pretty.
I know. Again, isn't it just sharp?
Oh, I love this. Oh, look how pretty that is. So there you go. And that's using the polka dot with the stripe and then the layering technique as well, and then a pretty floral on top. Oh, that is gorgeous. All right, you know, I know you're all gonna grab the paper too. You're buying the dies. I might be surprised if we have, let me give you a warning. If you guys are buying the what looks like torn paper dies, I'm gonna give you the item number again. I'm gonna guarantee they will not be here for Tuesday's craft day. No way. 901418, that's the set I bought. It's the rectangle and square. If you want the circle and ovals, and there's multi-layers. I counted maybe 17 dies in the one kit I bought.
Yeah, they're all nested, but they all have a unique edge.
There's a ton of them. 901423, and it's a super duper price. So that's the dies. I gave you the paper collection. Angie, we're going to go back to you. Roxanne says, definitely a great show full of valuable information. Thank you, Suzanne and Angie. Debbie said, really great presentation tonight. Can you do a double shot of us if you don't mind?
No.
Thank you. There she is. I'm giving her all the compliments. I want to see her pretty face. Debbie said, great presentation. Julie said, great show tonight. Thank you, everyone. Elizabeth, wonderful presentation. Annette, wow, great ideas. Oh, Annette wants to know, was there a specific glue that you like? Is there a brand name?
LDRS.
Oh, it's yours. Well, I don't think we have that in stock either. Shoot, we're going to get that in stock and the ink. Daggone it. Brenda Case says, thanks, Angie and Suzanne. Great show. Looking forward to Tuesday Craft Day on HSN. Myrna said, cool cards. Myrna said, thank you, Angie, Suzanne, DeWitt, and Sally, and Alan. Alan's there, too.
Oh, Alan.
And great presentations. All right. So, Angie, thank you so much for hanging out tonight.
Oh,
it is such a joy to have you.
It was a blast.
Are you going to be in the studio on Tuesday?
Yes, ma'am. Yep, I will be there.
Surprises coming up?
We've got some amazing kits. I think I just got the schedule today too. I think I'm on in the 1 p.m. time slot there.
The 1 a.m. or
like
p.m.?
1 in the afternoon. PM.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. 1
yes,
p.m.
but we've
All
got
right.
we've got some really cool things.
Unfortunately, not the torn dies, but yeah, there you go. We've already stolen one of your items for Tuesday, but that's okay.
Oh.
That's why you always want to tune in. Well, at least to next week to see
You
the
know
shows.
what,
You
though?
never know what.
Yeah, but worst case, you're going to see more projects to show you, what else you can do with them. So
yeah, that's true. All right, Ange, love you. Thank you for hanging out.
Thanks. Bye, everybody.
Okay, so a couple programming updates. We will only have one more show of our HSN Gets Crafty with yours truly, Suzanne and DeWitt. We should put like an and DeWitt on it next week. Beth Kingston's going to be our guest with Diamond Press. It's always fun. She's going to be here live with us, so it's always a hoot. But that will be our last show. Now, it might not be the last show forever. I'm not 100% sure. It'll be a bit of a hiatus, but like I said, please join HSN Gets Crafty with Suzanne. Then I will be hopefully a lot more active since we won't be doing the show on Tuesdays for a little bit. And I will keep you posted on what's happening. I'm going to attempt to go live. So really join that, and that'll keep you connected with what we've got going on, both on camera, off camera, on TV, online. And I'll definitely keep you updated. excited when the show resumes. But we will have one more show at the end of our craft day. I will be here at midnight on Tuesday launching a doubled Craft Today special. Then I have my show from 7 to 9, and then we'll be right here at 9:30 for our final show, at least from Florida. That's the best we know right now. So, I love you guys so much. Thank you, all of you, for watching, and I really appreciate you being there. Crafting Cuties, all you new folks, first timers, love you so much, and have a great evening.